Welcome to Shenandoah Valley Simmentals. I'm Lisa Zirkle, and you're in Forestville, Virginia, formerly called the Forest. This farm was settled by early German immigrants in about 1735, and it's been an operating farm ever since. It's a century farm, has been in my family for over 100 years. My great-grandfather purchased it in 1902. Now it's an operating Simmental farm, and we also raise some Sim Angus. So we're glad you could stop by and enjoy the tour. And here we are. This is our main fall calving herd. About 75% of the herd is fall calving, and they'll start here in a couple weeks with both artificially bred and ET calves as well as natural sired calves. And so about 25% of our herd is spring calving. As you can see, these mamas, they're pretty broody cows. We breed for a lot of really good disposition, a lot of longevity in this herd. That's something that's very, very important to us. They have to be very easy fleshing, real world kind of cattle. These cattle are bred to travel a lot of rough terrain. And in the mountains of Virginia, we have a lot of different weather conditions, from temperatures with wind chills way below zero to 100-degree days with high humidity. We can have drought conditions and hurricane rains. So these are very functional, very practical cattle that have worked very well for us, and I've been breeding them since 1976. So we're constantly trying to improve our genetics, and but these ladies have done a really good job for us. Here comes some mamas with some young calves and some donors. The first red cow here is Silk. She's 17, very sound. One of our mainstay donors, had just been a tremendous producer for us. Here come a few first calf heifers with calves at side, doing a fine job. We've had a lot of drought in this area in the last 6 weeks, 2 months, and the calves are doing just fine. The blaze face in behind the red calf, that's a new donor we're bringing into our program out of the Sandy cow, who is also a donor, and she's a half sib to Snickerdoodle. The Starface cow up on top of the hill, that's Trendy. We're really excited to be offering embryos out of her. The calf following is Trendy's calf, little heifer calf. That's a Shenandoah sired daughter, very typical of the type of calf that he sires, very feminine, very, very clean, very nice made. Our herd sires, this is Milestone. He is out of Humdinger, probably one of the best bulls that we have ever raised. We try to raise bulls who are very structurally sound, very rugged, travel with ease, have a lot of capacity and depth, a lot of maternal characteristics, as well as a lot of growth, because the pounds are what pays. Milestone is a very exciting new herd sire that we have. Here's Reload. Reload is one of our Right-On sons. Right-On has done a lot of good things for this program. He's a massive powerhouse bull. Sire's sons, very much like him, put a lot of pounds on the calves and some beautiful females. He's out of one of our donor cows. Even though these bulls have a lot of power and growth, we also strive to have a lot of calving ease too. This is one of our spring calving herds. These are all purebred registered semis, and as you can see, we've had some drought conditions here, and the cows are taking their condition and putting it into the babies through their milk. This is a real maternal herd, and they're doing a good job. A lot of these big babies will be pulled off here very soon in the next couple weeks. These semis here are on a beautiful farm, and as you can see, it's a vineyard. Those are grapes that are nearing harvest here probably in the next 2 weeks. They've had an excellent season, and Virginia is very well known for their quality of the grapes that they produce. It will be used here locally in some local wines. Here's a fancy little heifer out of one of our main donors, Lily, out of Deep Rock. And Deep Rock is a bull that Leonard Miller, one of our good friends and longtime customers, has out in Sandy Acres Simmentals in Nebraska. And she is quite the fancy little female. We're really looking forward to seeing what she's going to do. And this is our western farm. It's about 700 acres here of upland farm. We raise some hay, good quality hay, and also corn here as well as pasture. This is a group of bred heifers that we have. We try to artificially breed all of our heifers, and then we use some of our very best herd sires that we select using the same rigid criteria that we do for our AI studs. This is Barry Armstrong. He takes care of our western farm here, as well as helps over in the valley too.